Steve, why did you think Tonbridge won that game today?
I felt that we was solid at the back, in midfield and up front. We held the ball up, allowed our midfielders to get further up the pitch, and I think defensively we were sound. It wasn't a game for the purists, but I'm not interested in that at the minute, and people might think that's wrong of me to say it, but we need points to stay in this league, and we've got 3 of them today.
You always underplay the games against the sides down there. That seems a very big 3 points to me.
It's 3 points, Matt. And I know what you said there, and yeah, people go away and get carried up, not me, because that's 3 points. We've got 8 games left to keep us in this league. I don't care what results went on today. I'm worried about Tonbridge Angels. I don't care who's coming to other clubs. I don't care how other clubs have got on. I'm worried about Tonbridge Angels, and the more points we can pick up, the quicker, the better, and we stay in this league, because it's a massive thing this year, with the 4G pitch going down next year, through all the hard work of the board, the volunteers, the fans, the backers, to make that happen. They deserve to be at the highest level this club can be at this moment in time, and that's in the National South. So I'm going to work extremely hard, and the players will, to make sure that we're in that league.
We'll get on to the 3G pitch in just a moment or so. You had to make a couple of changes today. Twice you had to change your midfield today. What's the story there?
Yeah, well, Jamie Fielding, you know, he wasn't 100% on Thursday, and then James Taylor took a knock to the head, so he had to come off. So we thought we'd put Jamie in there. But Jamie Fielding today, he disagreed when he come off, because a sub don't like being subbed, and it isn't disrespectful to him. But what I will say is that's not the Jamie Fielding that I've had for the last 3-4 months, because he was nowhere near what I expect of him. He's played in midfield before. He played at Slough, and I thought he was really good at Slough. Even though we lost the game, he was really good. But he was nowhere near what he's normally like. So, like I say, it wasn't anything to do with Jamie. It was basically I had to look after his welfare, and me and Melvin spoke, and like I say, he wasn't the Jamie Fielding that we know. So that's the reason why he come off. JJ come in from the start, because obviously of that situation on Thursday, and JJ done really well today, like he did at Concord. But again, I've got players fighting for positions, and my job is not to keep people happy, is to win games of football. And players are going to dislike me through the season, they're going to like me through the season, but at the end of the day, that's my job, and I've got a great affiliation with the players, because like I say, I've had a tough week this week, outside of football, and I asked them to do me one big favour today, and that was get 3 points to make my week better. And it sounds a bit corny and silly, but it isn't. And them boys stood up for me today, every one of them, and like I say, I couldn't be no prouder of them. It's only 3 points, it isn't safety, but for me today shows how much that they will do things for me.
A lot of games to come, including on Tuesday night against Hampton.
Yeah.
Will you be using the squad to its maximum? All 18 will probably be needed.
We'll see what we've got. You know, because like I said to you, what the week of I'm going to enjoy today, enjoy tomorrow, and then Monday we'll look at the video. Me, James, and Barry, and Gaz, and we'll see what we can get out of Hampton. Gary McCann I know very well, and Freddie, and all the staff there are great. Got a good team. He's starting to pick up again. I don't know results today, so I might be speaking out of turn, but it's going to be a hard place to go, and it always is. Whenever I've come up against Gary at Hendon as a coach or a manager, always been hard games, and it'll be no different on Tuesday. So we've got to look at what we've got, how we can approach it, and how we can get something from the game.
Final question: the planning permission got approved this week for the 3G pitch for next season. How important is that as the manager of the club, as from the playing side?
From the playing side, it's good, but everyone's going to think that there's going to be an influx of money for the budget and stuff. No, the reason for that pitch, yes, there may be some extra funds for the budget, but it's to do with the club being sustainable for the next 10, 15, 20 years. And if that can happen, all these supporters that come out in their droves time and time again, even for our bad times, that they will have a club to come and support. And that's what non-league's about. It's not about throwing loads of money at stuff and trying to get the pinnacle and then falling through the levels. It's about having a club sustainable, and they need to come every week to support, whether it's good, bad, ugly, indifferent. They will still come through them gates and pay their money and support this football club, and they need a football club to support, because as I say, it's really good atmosphere down here, and like as long as we can get numbers through the door, and as long as they've got a football club to support, they'll be happy regardless who's in charge, who's on the board. They need to come and watch a football game every Saturday afternoon.
Well done today.
Thank you.